We're back again, ladies and gentlemen. Some techie issues tonight. We must apologise once again, but thanks for joining us back here for the Global Esports ACC 2024 Global Esports ACC Qualifier, brought to you by NZ eSports, eBlacks, ASRNZ, and Race Command, NZ Sim Racing Collective, NZ Sim Racing TV, and obviously a broadcast to you intermittently by MatchFit Entertainment at the moment, as YouTube has a little bit of a hissy fit with it. As usual, we've got J-Man and special guest here tonight, Farmer, as we get back to the racing. Just lost a couple of laps there, but Riley Price with a drive-through, I think you mentioned there, J-Man, and has served it already.
Not too many things going on. Welcome back, viewers. Farmer, not too much. They didn't miss too much, but certainly, the drive-through for Riley Price, and then also a pass out on track, Brandon Webley over Stewie Arrowsmith, so that was 5th and 6th. So Webley still on the move. Margins up the front, a little bit shaken out. McEwen pulled around 1.7 seconds over Baker now, and Holmes falling off the back of that pack a little bit to the tune of 2.5, and we see another drive-through come up. So that is
we do, J-Man.
Simon Bishop. So I'm not sure, Farmer, if you can.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of comments on that. So the initial drive-through for Riley Price there, car 979, was for contact with car 450 on lap 2.
Yep.
He's been in and served that, and we've just got a new one there come up for car 22, Simon Bishop, for collision with car 45 at turn 3. So that was that pile-up I think we saw with Bishop, and was it Herbert that was involved in that as well, where they both fell back a lot of spots there at turn 3.
Yeah.
So he'll need to go in and serve that, obviously, smartly, and you just don't need those things, do you, when you're just here to have a nice, good, clean race, get some points in the bank, and go to China.
And go to China, yes. As he slows considerably to let those boys safely pass on the left there before entering what is a tricky pit entry when you're like in a bit of a battle pack there. So giving the boys plenty of time to respond to him exiting the track and well off the racing line there. Arrowsmith starting to range up on Webley there, I noticed. Is that correct? Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, Webley passed him just when we went to a technical break there, but I don't know whether Arrowsmith might have made a mistake, and then he's legitimately got the pace to stay with him. However, that battle, Mark Mudgway's doing a solid job in P10, holding off Shane Cordo, Regan Herbert, Cam Fleming, and Steve Melling has been doing a good job too. I was watching him progressing forward. He's running at a P14. Last time I seen him, I think he was P16. So he's moving forward as well in the Mustang. So, but that's a very, very good battle there with Mudgway, Fodderdo, Herbert, Fleming. So one to watch.
Definitely. Yeah, nearing the halfway mark here, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty of action going on. The movers and shakers. There's a couple of people probably more shaken than moving, so a couple of the contenders dropping down, but we've got a couple of the, look, this is the thing about racing, a couple of guys go back, a couple of guys go forward, so but yes, the Herbert Fodderdo battle is on, as we see Herbert with a pretty good run on the Mustang, but we know how punchy the Mustang is down the straight, J-Man.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been pretty good this season since its introduction. It's been one that's topped the speed tracks multiple times throughout the broadcast that you and I have been involved in. And look, we don't have a speed trap here at Red Bull Ring, unfortunately. However, we do know that is one of the quick cars. And looking at where our
just thinking there, J-Man, it's quite an interesting. We asked them to sort of lock in a car for this series, and it's come down to 4 different makes.
Yeah.
Obviously, standout cars at these particular tracks in ACC that these guys probably well know what car is sort of the best around here. So it is a McLaren, BMW, Mustang, Ferrari series as such. and of course we'll have different weeks and strengths from each brand as they go around. So the McLaren, well known for its corner speed, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
certainly.
definitely.
Probably still bodes well for Spa, although that Camel Straight, that will be one to watch to see what the terminal speeds up there like. Now, just really starting to watch Sean Brimblecombe start to put a lot of heat on Stewie Aerosmith. Now, so Aerosmith fallen away from the back of Brandon Webley and now under attack from Sean Brimblecombe in the Pit Viper Motorsports BMW. So good to see a Beamer up there. Obviously, Liam Curran's punching well above another Pit Viper car up there in P4. So you talked about the manufacturers, Farmer and McLaren representing very, very well for the top three. But then we see
top
the BMW.
three in the McLaren. Yes, that's right.
And look,
a little bit status quo out in front there, isn't it, guys? At the moment, there we've got Matt McEwen there. Really, just sort of, he's got this in control, mate. He looks good.
he does look good.
Out there, and
sorry,
I'll let you know, sort of, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Davo, but this guy has he's no stranger to these big events. He has been in a world finalist for Gran Turismo in 2019, 2021, 2022, and 2023. So this guy knows how to handle the pressure. He has
Mudgeway, Whāranau.
we've got to get back to this. I will actually pick up a replay on this as the boys run down to turn 2 here, and this escalated pretty quickly as we saw Whāranau round the outside into 2 on Mudgeway. This really bunched this little pack up here.
Mudgeway wasn't giving it up.
No, and the Pit Viper car just tucked in behind us. They run down to 3 here. It just escalates even more with Whāranau trying to run deep in the Mustang. Probably not the best idea. Coming into a little bit of contact there with, I think that's Herbert. But look in the background. It carries on, though, down into 4 here. And it continues. Lots of toing and froing here. What a great battle. Look at how tidy this, the slightest of contact here and there. But yeah, fantastic driving from all involved there, J-Man. And it continues.
And speaking of continues, is the trend that maybe drivers just getting a little bit of attention from the race director and stewards, because Stewie Aerosmith now copped a 15-second penalty.
Wow.
And he's just lost that position to Sean Brimblecombe, so it's going to compound that in what is to be a short race and a relatively close field. If I look at the margins behind Stewie, 0.3 to Spence, 2 seconds to Smith, about 8 seconds back to Mudgeway, so that might be a saving grace, although he's going to lose the spots to them. So he could go as far back, by my calculations, as go from 7th to 16th by the end of this race, carrying that 15-second time penalty.
That's a big chunk.
That's a big call. And just looking at the little notes there, so a little bit of contact on car 42, which was the Brimblecombe car there, so they must have had a little coming together there at some stage.
Yep.
And 15 seconds doesn't sound like much, but like you say, guys, geez, that's going to put them right back in the field.
Yeah, it is. So Nev Shields doing a good job. He's trying to chase down Steve Melling. So that's the Nelson Marine car, another McLaren. And look, he's really moving forward, just trying to hunt down Steve Melling for P14 and 15. And viewers, the reason why we're still picking on everyone throughout this field, because, you know, it is only race 1 of effectively 3 in the series, 2 sprint races up for grabs tonight, and then obviously a double point enduro. So it's all relative at this point. Mathematically, look, everybody's still in it. So hence why we are trying to keep up with the field. Jake McCallum currently in the pits. And then obviously Riley Price trying to come back from what was a drive-through earlier. You mentioned that one, Farmer. So lots going on.
Jake McCullough, he's lost 9 positions there sort of early on in the race and hasn't had a great night. We know Jake's got a lot of pace actually underneath him, and he's probably sitting there shaking his head, isn't he, in the pits, wondering what went wrong.
Without a doubt, Farmer.
Hovering your finger over that escape button, should I or shouldn't I?
Stay with
Stop
it.
it.
Stay in it.
Stop it.
Oh, and look at this Cameron Fleming car now on Mark Mudgeway. He is coming. Realise the importance with 8 3/4 minutes to go. Every position's valid at this point. But McEwen just absolutely putting on a clinic at the moment. Fastest lap of the race, however, does belong to Ewan Baker, but Matthew McEwen's just out there just punching these 27.7s. That appears to be his target number, because I've just seen him, what was the last one? Try and get up on that. Okay, 28.0 was the last one. 27.7 the best, and I've seen him run a few, so...
As we just watch Bishop and Price start to range on, I think that's the Davison BMW actually, J-Man. So this could get busy pretty quickly. Davison moves away.
Yep.
Allows these two boys through. Oh, Price's car looks so sketchy tonight. Damn, I've seen that sideways a few times.
That was Mudgy Fleming, a little bit of contact down into the final turn, sends it, second to last turn, sends it down in there, gets it done. However, a little bit of paint exchange, bit of Vegemite left on the car of Cameron Fleming.
So Fleming, slightest of touches, and just the overlap as Mudgy ducks in behind. Fleming was so close.
Spence also through
on Brimblecombe.
Brimblecombe, yeah. So interesting there. And Aerosmith back in front of those guys. Now Brimblecombe had got Aerosmith, so something's happened there. Brimblecombe's fallen back a couple of spots now, so he must have had a little bit of a mishap there.
Herbert over Faraday as well. That's not over.
He tucks it down the inside, down to turn 3. Obviously, Stewie, as I mentioned, getting back through there, trying to press forward, seeing how much margin he can put over himself and the rest of the field, carrying that 15-second penalty. God, that's got to be to keep focused, knowing that whatever you earn here, finishing positions by 15 seconds.
Yep. Who have we got also flashing on my Delta? I think it's Shields on Melling actually in the background as well, boy.
Yeah, he's very, very close now. He's been ranging up for the last 3 laps.
So Shields trying to size up the Mustang into 1. He's got some work to do, particularly with the punch off the line that those Mustangs have. But he's under the wing, and it's a big wing. Yeah. Thinks better of
Aaron Enright in the background there. He's also trying to get in amongst it. As well, we see Nev there of a good look.
Oh yeah, very good look.
No, Steve, like you say, he's got the punch out of those. That's a very tight corner, isn't it, that turn 3?
Yeah.
That Mustang's obviously going to punch out of there very well.
And who was that? Vaughan Martin, and is that?
That's Martin and Shields, I think, going at it.
No, I think it's Martin and Phil Turner.
Martin and...
Yep.
It is Turner, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they're going at it, having a good little battle going on there. But once again, Spence trying to regain that back from Aerosmith. And then, obviously, I did pick up on 2 very quiet achiever tonight is Matthew Smith now starting to range up on the back of Brimblecombe. Can you give us any insight on the Matthew Smith car, Farmer? Is that one that we've got data on?
We've got a little bit of insight on Matthew Smith there, mate. We've got a Matthew Smith. He's a 29-year-old from Christchurch, mate. Software developer by day. He's been online there racing sim for at least the last 10 years. And this guy also very, very accompanied to pressure, has been at the eSPORTS WRC World Finals in Germany in 2017.
Really?
where he placed 5th in the world, mate, in WRC. So
Very nice.
this guy knows how to pedal, eh?
He won't mind getting sideways then.
No, absolutely not. And that's what an awesome achievement.
Absolutely,
to have been and represented, obviously.
So once again, just got to give you an update at the top end of town there. Matthew McEwen out there still just hitting numbers. I'll give you an update, viewers, as to this last lap time. It was once again a 28.1. 28.1 also for Ewan Baker, so no real inroads there. And that margin's hovering around that 2.5 to 3 seconds. Another 4 odd seconds out to Joshua Holmes. Liam Curran another 4 seconds out as well. So pretty much settled itself down with only 3.25 minutes left to go in race 1. So we've kind of seen the pace of the front 4 now, and then Webley starting to close in on Liam Curran actually. So Webley's been moving forward since making that move on Aerosmith. So maybe still a little bit can change there. Maybe the 4th and 5th positions. However, on the current deltas, I don't think, unless there's some sort of incident, I don't think we're going to see too much difference out of the podium. And then Brimblecombe, Spence, Aerosmith is going to go right down to the wire, as is Herbert, Mudgeway, Fotto. That has been going on the duration of this race. G'day, Ethan, Mace, good to have you boys on board. I hope you enjoy the broadcast. It's a pretty stacked field at the moment. These guys are going at it. So a few of the guys you know out there going to battle with some new drivers, some old drivers.
Oh, Bishop on Turner. He really did work on that for the last few laps there. Sneaking past the Ferrari. So nice work from Bishop. Vaughan Martin is in the crosshairs now.
He is.
And well and truly, with the momentum from Bishop after that pass.
And Pricey on a recovery mission as well, guys.
Pricey with that drive-through earlier, J-Man, obviously, like you say, on a recovery. He just needs to bank as many points as he can get, and you just got to move forward and just come back for the next race, don't you? It's not over. We got double points, obviously, in the enduro next week. So
yep. So we just see Bishop over Barton and Price over Turner. So those guys, they're the guys. They're the two in battle. And as we just see, Pricey past Martin as well. Oh, again, very slippery from the BMW of Price's. And, yeah, makes that stick. Martin just gave him a little bit of space as they run up to 2 here. That's where the action is. Also, Herbert not letting up on the back of Mudgeway's car. That is the leader running across the line and is on the final lap, I think. J-Man, yes he is.
Yeah, 100%, 2.8 second margin it was across the line, so that'll crush a little bit in the braking zones. However, I think based on the laps those two have been turning, this will be, I think, how we see it finish, barring disaster. So top 3 looking very, very good here tonight. Top 4 actually.
Looking good, and just looking at the different sectors between those top 3 runners there, you've got Sector 1 goes to P3, Joshua Holmes. Sector 2 goes to our race leader, Matthew McEwen, and then Sector 3 goes back to Josh Holmes. So yeah, all he's lacking, Josh Holmes is in that Sector 2, yet we've got Ewan Baker obviously just consistent throughout all 3 sectors there tonight.
Yeah.
And then obviously Matt out front just doing an awesome job.
Fotto super close to Herbert out of turn 2 this time round, but big props to Mark Mudgeway here for holding off these boys. Obviously Cam Fleming got through and just checked out a little bit. Mudgeway doing an absolute great job tonight of defending these guys and still running a relatively good pace as well. So compared to the guys around him, he's right on the hunt here.
And a great looking skid
and here
too,
comes
J-Man.
McEwen across the line. Congratulations, that is race 1 for Matthew McEwen over Ewan Baker. And then Joshua Holmes comes through. Good stuff. Dave, I'll let you pick up from Liam Curran onwards.
Yeah, Liam Curran, Brandon Webley, Stu Arrowsmith with a penalty over his head, Tony Spence, Brimblecombe. We've got Smith and Fleming rounding the final corner there in the golf-inspired liveried McLaren there, the number 7 McLaren. Rounding at the top 10, we got Monday, Hertz, Fardado, super close. They're milling across the line. Shields, Enright and Bishop now running around down into the spinal complex at corners with Pricey, the slippery BMW of Riley Price in the background. 18th, Vaughan Martin across the line very close to Phil Turner, 19th and 20th respectively. Phil Davison in 21st. Steve Costin in 22nd and McKellar in 23rd, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, there you go. Plenty going on in qualifying, plenty going on in the race at here at Red Bull Ring. That is race 1, round 1 in the Global Esports 2024 ACC Qualifier, proudly brought to you by NZ Esports, eBlacks, ASR NZ and Race Command, NZ Sim Racing Collective, NZ Sim Racing TV, and obviously broadcast to you by MatchFit Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, let us get someone down here for a quick post-race interview. Let's do this.
Pete, yes. 3, race 1 here. We have got Josh Holmes. Hopefully we've got Josh on comms. You got us, mate?
Sorry, I forgot I'm on push to talk. Yep, I'm here.
You're right, mate. Hey, congratulations. P3 race 1 there, Josh. And I think my co-commentator, Farmer, might have just picked up that, was it Josh Holmes with the 2 fastest sectors?
Was, mate, yeah, real. You're super quick in Sector 1 and Sector 3 there, Josh. Best sector times of the race. Just not quite in Sector 2, mate. So, I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but just up your game in Sector 2, bro.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Fair shot.
Hey, look, how was it out there, Josh? Obviously, you know, you're in the hot seat out there, mate, and a couple of quick boys in front of you, and you know, what's the feeling out there? And personally, from yourself, you know, can you bridge that gap, race 2, and go 1 or 2 better?
I mean, I'm always going to aim for it. To be fair, I joined this not expecting much. It's just crossing over my first year in sim racing, so I came here just to learn, basically, see what the very best did and where I differed from them, you know, and for me this is a learning experience and one that I'm thoroughly enjoying at the moment, and it's really cool just to race up against some pretty big names in the NZ sim scene, so I'm stoked to be here, really, and hopefully bridge the gap, but if not, you know, I'll take it in all the same.
Yeah, mate. Well, you've done a great job at the start, and apparently the difference between you and the other guys is only Sector 2, mate. So get out there, get amongst it. But hey, look, that's a fantastic start there, and obviously with relatively, you know, new to this, obviously to this platform, that's very, very impressive. So a lot more to come from Josh Holmes, I would expect. So look, go well out there in the next qualifying session, Josh, and the next race, mate. I'm sure we'll be talking to you shortly.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Cheers, Josh. Okay, and so next guy, Farmer. If you can.
For Bud there. If we can bring him down for a quick word.
You got him, or you want me to get him?
Yeah, I'm leaving it to you, mate.
Copy. Got him. So, all right. Sorry, wrong guy. I think. Hang on. Wait. Wrong guy. Next. Struggling with the list here, guys.
There's some new names in there for the boys, just to keep these guys on their toes.
Welcome into the booth there,
Yep.
Ewan Baker, mate. Have
Yeah,
you
we
got a copy there, bud?
Earth to Ewan.
Wow. Should we speak on his behalf, Davo?
Oh, why not? What a stunning job.
Yeah,
Hey?
yeah, fantastic start to the race for Ewan Baker. Got out there, obviously battled a good portion of the opening phase of that race with Joshua Holmes, and unfortunately had to watch Matt just clear away a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see if we do get a chat with you. And
Ewan put it on pole, didn't he, too, Davo? Sorry, J-Man, earlier
yeah,
on.
100%. Yeah,
and I think he just ran wide into one.
Yep.
And didn't really get a good sort of battle or a chance to sort of battle with our winner. So be interesting. I guess we'll expect him to maybe sort of be on the front row again if this next qualifying session, and this race 2 could be a completely different kettle of fish.
Absolutely.
Yep, so we'll give him one last shot to maybe reach out to us if you've got your comms working, Ewan. It'd be great to have a quick chat.
If not, we can just sneak up to the winner of the race, McEwen.
Yep, I got him. All good.
We can do that. We got this. We got this.
And so we will grab our race 1 winner. Matthew, you got us on comms, mate?
Matty McEwen.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha, mate. Welcome to the Hotbox, mate, down here for this first interview of this ACC eSports series. Congratulations, mate. What an outstanding race. Pretty much a clinic, mate. You were just absolutely punching the numbers. Give us a little bit of an insight to your view. Nerves and everything obviously went to plan, mate. Can you give us a bit of insight to how that went for you?
Yeah, I thought I had a solid qualifying lap, and I thought it was just about as good as it was going to be, considering that Ewan was just a little bit too fast for me. And so it colored me surprised when I got a good run into coming into T1. Made a bit of a mistake and ran wide, but the game didn't seem to mind, and so I was able just to continue going.
Yeah, 100%. And from there, mate, I'm not going to hold you up too much because I think Q2 has actually kicked off.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm going to go. I'm going to head out.
So I'm going to leave you to it, mate, and all the best for the next one. So there you have it. Already, we are in Q2. That was your podium for race 1.
So quick as a flash, ladies and gentlemen, as we roll into a Q2 for race 2 in tonight's official coverage of the 2024 Global Esports ACC Qualifier, brought to you by NZ Esports, eBlacks, ASR NZ, and Race Command, NZ Sim Racing Collective, and Sim Racing TV, and of course broadcast to you by MatchFit Entertainment tonight. This is the second stage of the qualifying process for someone to get a trip to China to compete in the Global Esports qualifying event live. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Red Bull Ring for this first round 1. This is qualifying for the second round. We will get some vision for you any second.
Josh Holmes' first car out on track too, boys. So I think
very nice.
The 45 car of Regan Herbert was first out in Q1. However, Joshua Holmes car out in Q2. However, shadowed by Herbert is the next car out on track. So on a flyer as we speak. So you aren't going to have to wait too long to see what sort of times they can.
No. It's all going to happen pretty quickly.
21 ambient, 27 track, optimum conditions out there. So the conditions are perfect for these guys and girls out there to go and get the business done. So once again, be looking for the low 27s, guys.
Oh, without a doubt, J-Man, without a doubt. Like, what did we see? It was 27s all the way down to about 16th position. So,
yep.
Yeah, very tightly packed field. This is the best of the best. Like you mentioned earlier in the stream, guys, look, these are the best guys and girls in NZ at the moment. That's what it's all about here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Global Esports Qualifier for ACC. Very good stuff. Herbert Holmes, swapping positions there as they run across the line. Sasha Death also showing some pace. Brimblecombe across the line already with a 28, but Curran in there with a 27.9 as we just start to see some indicative times come across right now. Guys, exciting race 1. It's going to shape up. This is going to shape up to be even better as they have now found their feet here. Webley coming around and across the line for his first lap. Where did he land, actually?
Third.
Oh, there you go. So nice work with it. 27.9. Oh, he's still got some work to do, as we would expect, some low 27s. Farmer,
Yeah,
what do you got for us there, brother?
Not too much there, Davo. Just as these boys, you know, we haven't seen them, but they've just banked one. So now you know, you always go out there, you get that banker in, and then you push, and you can watch your delta obviously on your own screen and know
Of course.
that, what you're gaining and where you're not. So we just seen Matt McEwen, is it just a low 27 in there? So
Yeah, upset the next lap just a little hot onto 1, so it's not going to get a second flyer on that set of tyres, so to speak. Drivers do have to drive the cars back to pit lane at least to go and get a new set. You can't just escape here. That's effectively inciting a tow truck. But
yes,
we clearly didn't upset Matthew's rhythm in that late broadcast interview, because he's just gone out and punched 27.4 straight away.
yeah, that's right. And we were kind of holding him sort of at ransom there a little bit, weren't we? As the qualifying timer ticked over, and he was still up here in the commentary box.
He
talking
was.
to us.
He goes, I've got to go, guys. I've got to go. The team, the bloody mechanics are banging on the bloody window going, come on, mate, get in the car. So,
Yeah, what on? Yeah.
Yeah, good lap from Liam Curran, 27.480. So the smallest of margins between first and second right now.
I'll just slip away for a minute there, boys. I'll be back.
You're right, mate. Just trying to see.
who got eyes on there, J-Man?
Oh, so I was looking at Joshua Holmes coming through sector 3. He's just actually blown that. Just actually ran a little
Oh, I
wide.
did
That's a track
too.
cut.
Yep.
That's a track cut down there.
So it's
the
invalidated the lap there, J-Man. Brimblecombe just coming through that same sector as well, looking
Got a
pretty
couple
hot
of
on the
teams.
Delta, and Fudado as well, but in the mid-sector of the track at the moment. Still got some work to do, but definitely climbing on the Delta there. McEwen still improving. Although in the first sector of this lap, Brimblecombe probably one to watch here. Actually, as he just runs across the line, pops himself into the top 10 provisionally in 8th.
Yeah, this is going to be a good lap from McEwen if he can stick it in through the sector 2 and then carry it through sector 3, because he's just come off to a really good start to the lap. So carrying a couple of tenths. Holmes up as well.
Holmes is up as well, J-Man.
Looking
Smith
down the field. Steve
Smith
Croston's on a good lap.
Smith's looking handy as well, a 10th or so up, which would probably sneak him up into about 4th position, or at least contest Bishop's time.
Yes.
So, but McEwen continues.
This is a big lap.
Oh, look at this. He's aiming for the 26s. Oh, God.
Yeah, this is a very good
This
lap
is
if
a-
he can string it off.
Watch this, ladies and gentlemen, through the final corner. Bled a little bit of time off there.
It's going to be a low 7.
Few hundredths. Oh, 27.205.
Yeah, very, very tight. So, very, very good lap. Herbert's on. Okay, no, sorry, that's Herbert humming into pit lane.
So as per ASRNZ rules, these boys, even in qualifying, no escaping. These guys are going to roll back into pits if they want a new set of tyres, do any adjustments, roll back around their lap and into the pit lane safely, and then they can continue on in their qualifying session. Delta's still flicking. Holmes up. J-Man, is Holmes up enough? Probably not. Enough to get Curran maybe, but not McEwen.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I was looking down the field looking for Tony Spence in the 420 McLaren to see where his lap time was. He hasn't actually recorded one.
No, but look at it now. Like he's showing it. Wow, nearly 2 seconds. But where is he on track at the moment? Actually, mid-sector.
Mid-sector, yeah.
Just at the bottom of the hill there. He needs this lap J-Man. Although it's still 6.5 minutes to go in quali.
Yeah, Holmes still on a very, very good lap here. So Josh looking to go a little bit better here. And the current Delta's going to see him go up onto the front row as we see McEwen pull the car into pit lane. Still 6 minutes to go in this quali session. So that'll be for another set of tyres, I'd expect, unless he thinks that's it. It's done. Oh.
What happened to
Holmes?
Yeah, mate. Nothing.
What happened to
No.
Spence? Spence still not
no, he
making
must
that
put a
lap.
track cut again.
Yep. So tough for Spence. Still just trying to get that banker in.
And Baker, I'm surprised that Baker, our previous pole sitter, is just really struggling to bank a good one here. He's in there on a 7.7. Nothing wrong with that lap, but
No, definitely not.
we're expecting more.
Yeah, and in the top 10, 7th provisionally at the moment. But look, as is this field, it's super tight, guys. You know, like quite often we see massive swings in the deltas, don't we, J-Man?
Yep.
As these guys go through their qualifying sessions. But this is very tight. It's literally hundreds of seconds that we're talking about here.
Davo, I've just noticed, sorry mate, but we asked Matt McEwen to up his game in Sector 2 and he has posted the fastest Sector 2 in the game. He has. He's done exactly what we've asked of him. Yes, good work. Good work.
It takes good
How's
advice
that?
on board.
Free advice too, wasn't it?
Yeah,